If you send cold emails from your primary domain, you need to stop everything and watch this video. If you're sending any form of automated sequences and you're using your main domain, you're putting your company at a huge risk. So, before I dive deeper into what's going to happen, what is a primary domain? Your primary domain is your main domain. So that's where you do your business out of. If someone asked you for your website, that's what you would give. So deliverabilityninja.com is my main domain. Any email accounts, aliases that I set up under deliverabilityninja.com, so just like my email, namit at deliverabilityninja.com, is considered a part of my primary domain. And that's what I'll be referring to in this video. Now, if you use HubSpot sequences, SalesLoft, Outreach.io, MailChimp, or even like SendGrid as your sending server, anything like that, chances are that you're using your primary domain. So what's going to happen if you send automated cold emails from your primary domain? There are three things that are guaranteed to happen. And when I say guaranteed, they're 100% going to happen to you. Maybe one at a time, maybe all together, but they will happen in the near future. Number one, you will burn your primary domain permanently / semi-permanently. Number two, your reply rates are going to see a very sharp drop and continue to stay very low. Number three, your sales team will continue wasting time sending emails no one is reading. And that itself, like all these three reasons, maybe even one of them should be enough for you to switch, but I'll go into details about these soon. Reason number one, you will burn your primary domain. Now, what does that mean? It means that all your emails will start going to spam very soon. This not only talks about cold emails, but emails to warm prospects, marketing emails, emails that you will send to current customers. And it affects everyone in your organization. So not only the SDRs, but from the CEO to everyone. So how extreme this is, how soon it happens will depend on a variety of factors like how old your domain is, how many emails you're sending. Like if you're sending 500 emails a day per account, it's going to be worse for you. And if you're a newer company, I've had like so many people come to me on a sales call and say that none of their emails are going to inbox, like their CEO's emails are going to spam and stuff like that. And it's pretty common. It's a lot more common than you think. It's just going to hit you like this. First, your cold emails get affected, but you can't really tell from those. And then eventually everything starts falling like a domino effect. This happens because there's a concept called domain reputation. The best way to describe domain reputation is think about it like a credit score, but it is issued by Google, Outlook, Yahoo, AOL, whatever. And each company has their own form of credit score, their own factors. Most of the factors are similar. But a very simple way to explain this is like if you email someone, how they respond to your email will affect your credit score. So if they mark you as spam, which happens to a lot of cold emails because they're unsolicited, or if they don't reply to your email, your credit score, domain reputation goes down. There's also bounces, email sending patterns, and a lot of other stuff that's not in the scope of the video, but this one's the main one. So you keep doing that and your domain reputation will go down. And if once it goes below a threshold, a lot of your emails start going to spam. Reason number two, your reply rates are going to see a very sharp drop and continue to stay very low. So this one's one of my main reasons too, because like this really like, if you think about it, outbound sales motion is probably really big for you, right? And I get on a lot of sales calls where people tell me that, hey, like 2021, 2022, early 2023, we were sending cold emails. We just started. Our reply rates were amazing. We realized that cold email was the best thing that ever happened. We're getting these 8 to 10 meetings per SDR. All of them are qualified, amazing. And all of a sudden, boom, nothing. Now we get like maybe one meeting per month, barely sometimes. And they show me the latest metrics that open rates are 11%. Meeting books are like 1 to 2 per month or something like that. So that means that their sales outbound motion just stopped overnight. And they played with like subject lines, copy, lead list, everything. It didn't matter. That's what happens. And it's a direct result of your domain reputation going down. They haven't reached like a very extreme stage of like all the emails going to spam, but their cold emails have started going to spam. And they can't really save that anymore. Reason number three, your sales team will continue wasting time sending emails no one is reading. So can you imagine like you hired like you or like you have like 3 to 4 SDRs who've created these amazing multi-channel sequences. You plan to email them, call them based on that email, and maybe LinkedIn send them, but your emails are all blanks. Like your SDR team is sending blanks. That's what's happening here, right? Like because your emails are never making it to the inbox. And that's the third effect of using your primary domains. So all this is happening because you're sending automated cold email sequences using your primary domains. So how do you solve it? Now, this was recorded in February 2024, and this is the only method right now. There are a lot of different things you need to do to effectively manage domain reputation, email infrastructure, and to be able to send emails effectively. And it's a continuous process that you need to manage outside the scope of this video. So I'm going to probably create a more detailed video once you understand this concept really well. But the major thing that you need to do is use multiple burner domains and divide your email volume. Like keep it like really low per domain. So this will help protect your domain reputation, make sure that you have a good domain reputation over time. So what are burner domains? My main website, deliveryninja.com, if I just go and buy a domain called getdeliveryninja.com, that becomes a burner domain for me. A lot of sequences out there that will automatically help you do this, divide email volume, do a bunch of stuff. But for companies that are using like complicated sequence, I understand what I am telling you can be complex if you have a complicated sales process. But if you want to actually start implementing it, you're going to see that this can be done with zero disruption to your sales processes. And that's just going to depend on what kind of a sales process you have. But any software that you're using, Outreach, HubSpot, Salesforce, you don't need to disrupt your sales process or add additional load to your SDRs to be able to achieve this. And this will help skyrocket your sending, and like if your domain is affected, to by like 300-400% at least. And that's how good the numbers will be once you fix your deliverability. So if you use a particular sequence and want to talk about how to not disrupt your sales processes and still achieve this, hop on to my website, schedule a free consultation, or you can drop your questions in the comments below.